Oh my lord, and welcome back to some more horror club. I had sort of a mental breakdown the last time I recorded and believed myself to be haunted by evil spirits. I couldn't sleep even 4 hours after going to bed. So yeah, that was one sleepless night I had. But everything should be settled down now to some extent, and I will return to this mess. First of all, I'd like to thank somebody. Shoutouts to shoutouts to Creepy Ninja. He informed me that the errors I was getting during the last session were indeed real errors, because I misinterpreted things. I assumed that they were fake errors given by the game. It was trying to access something that didn't even exist. I got a permission denied error, and that was an entirely false assumption. He corrected me and said that the error was a writing error and that the game didn't have permission to write in the folder, so that's why it got a permission denied error. The thing is, it tried to drop a file in the folder, so I didn't even know the game did that, but I know better now, and I will be keeping an eye on the folder as we play. Let me quickly pull it up. And if there's anything strange, like if there's an image popping up, I will pause gameplay and I will show it, if possible, I will show it on the thingamabobble, the video. Oh, where is it? There. Ooh. Right now, there's nothing weird. It's just the copyright, DDLC, a Python source file, an SH file, which I'm not sure what that is, a log, and the README. And I just noticed that in the character folder, Sayori is gone. Ooh, in the CHR file. I'll be expecting those too, because this game is... It likes to be strange. Because it is strange. Anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on the folder, and I ran the game with admin rights now, as Creepy Ninja suggested, and now the game should have permission to write in the folder. So last time we quit was on the first poetry writing event after Sayori was erased. And well, sorry, but I'm still not quite over the fact that she doesn't even exist anymore in this world. So here we go again. I'm assuming that the person that I impressed the most is going to be the one to die at the end. So last time I impressed Sayori twice and Yuri once, and Sayori was the one to get killed. I say get killed because well, it's heavily implied that someone told her to kill herself, and it's even heavily implied that it was Monica. So that's why I'm saying she got killed, even though it looks like a suicide. So based on that, we will try to impress Natsuki here, because I fucking hate her, and I want to keep Yuri for last, because I don't want to lose my two favorite characters right away. So let's impress Thingamabobble. Fun. Dance. Pickle. Oh, whoops. Fluffy. Hop. Bubbles. Parfait. And I know there's a jump scare coming. I've got my big boy shirt on. Cute. Let's go. Skitty. Don't want anything to do with horror now. I'm in a good mood. Pure. And then afterwards it tries to drop something in the folder. That I remember. Marshmallow. Kiss. Happiness. Promise. Forgive. Oh. Sunset. Sweet. Smile. Cheer. Alright, get ready. Joy. Huh? Oh, there it is. Can you hear me? Can you hear me.txt? There's a little devil inside all of us. Hang on, let me pause before the game... Hi, clause. Yeah, let me pause quickly. Can you hear me? .txt. There's a little devil inside all of us, in quotation marks. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or in a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for the action. All I did was untie the knot. I'm assuming this is a message from Monica. So I'm guessing that each of these three represents one of those three characters. So we've got into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire. I presume that's Sayori. Into their stomach and into a newly opened gash in their skin. Well, I'm assuming this newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute shirt. I'm assuming that's Yuri, because she has a fascination with knives. And then into their stomach, that's Natsuki. Surprisingly, there was no jump scare. Alright, I heard you. Honestly, I thought it was Sayori calling out to me. Oh well. Oh well. Let's save. Return. Okay, glad to see you didn't... Is the image tilted? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. I could swear the image is tilted a bit. It's just like, it's not... Oh. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I hope I can remember the voices of different characters. She was a faceless ghost right now. What's it called? Noperabo, isn't it? Yuri, are you okay? Yuri, I love you. Thanks for keeping your promise, Claus. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're in front of the text. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Why are you in front of the text? And why are you smaller than everyone else? Find yourself stuck between... Yeah, that's nothing new. Manga's literature. It's tilted. It really is tilted. That's not me being weird. It's tilted. I'm sorry, Claus. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway... Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I say anything like this. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president, and is there anything new? No, nothing. Vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. But how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Ah, the classroom is back to normal. Yeah, it's tilted right way now. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! You hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. Whoa. My other monitor just turned off. Fucking Monica. That was weird. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How would you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I had a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the clock. Oh, yeah. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Claus. Consider this a lesson straight from the... Don't judge a book by its cover, I presume. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Up to this day, I do not know exactly what that term is supposed to embody. Don't just stand there! Wah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I can't read at the same time like that. Where's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. But don't just say that! It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volume. I thought it was Natsuki. I'm sorry. You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life fare. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with it. We didn't even share the poems. Or maybe that's later. I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? No. Oh, sorry. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I can feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Why does the font do that? At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? That's enough. You're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I have something against black screens. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. So even after all that drama, this game still kind of is kind of still cute, more or less. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh, this is not, no, oh. This is not okay. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears up the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Claus. I am worrying because that was not even... She's fine. No, she's not. Just happens every now and then. That's normal? That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Ugh. I don't want to do this. Game, please. Game, why would you do this, Yuri? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. Nothing new in the folder so far. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Okay, that's the same as usual. Yeah, that's the same. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Claus. Really? Must totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, fine, let's get it over with. Hi, Claus. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, bring Sayori back. And stop being weird. That's my suggestion. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'm bringing it up right now. Can I communicate with you somehow? I know you can hear me. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Claus. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Claus. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So I take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often, so that's why. Yeah, that stomach part really fits with Natsuki. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Not really. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole and Wall. This is the same name, but the poem itself is different this time. Yeah, it's different. But he wasn't looking. It's a continuation, isn't it? It's a continuation of the previous poem. Damn. It really sounds like that. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. Is this about Sayori? Like she hanged herself. And while there's two ways of hanging yourself, most commonly people do it by cutting off the airflow, which is actually the worst method. That's, as far as I know, that's more painful. You can also do it by cutting off the arteries that lead towards your brain, leading out to pass out fairly quickly, and it's not that painful. But I'm assuming that Sayori killed herself on a whim instead of actually planning it out, so I'm assuming she died by cutting off the airflow, which is really, really painful. Must be. It's right there. He's right there. Is she talking about the player? As in, is she talking about claws in that case? My burned eyes can no longer see color. Yeah, because like your brain is not receiving oxygen because, well, your lungs are not receiving oxygen, your brain is not receiving oxygen, so your sensory perception really dies down pretty much because there's no oxygen being brought anywhere. I'm ready for the jump scare. No jump scare? Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, our poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. You killed one of my friends. You killed my best friend. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, yeah, that's the same as last time. La la la. Forces her to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to la la la. Big dark puddle of ink. Move your hand, go with the flow. Yep, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Same as last time. Okay. Something else that I just thought about. Monica said in this quote-unquote timeline, when I joined the club, Monica said that they need 4 members in order to form a club. We are 4 right now. We used to be 5 together with Sayori. Sayori is gone. Sayori never existed here. So we're only 4 together with me. So if I'm going down the round that Natsuki is being killed, then they won't have enough members to form a club, even if they drag me. It will only be 3. Monica, Yuri, and me. In that case, would Yuri survive? Would she? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Oh my god, I just messed you up. And you went and ruined it! I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Asuka's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Because Monica will make me if I don't. Yep, same as last time. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Huh? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. Heart pounding. You never know when the game is going to fuck with you again. Well, I suppose at this point I should stop calling it the game and call it Monica. I thought the music was weird for a moment. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem. Guess you could say it's fancy, thanks, same as always. About the feeling given up, how can that be cute? I know that meant language. Yep, same as last time. Silly music. Silly music is good to lighten the mood. La la la, all the same. Oh my god. Let me pause, let me pause, let me pause. Sorry for pausing the game here. And the recording. The music is going crazy. Return. I think that proved my point. Oh, something. Oh, this is awful. We're dressing, acting here. Oh, this is. Oh. Well, be careful. You might cut yourself with an edge. You already do, don't you? Oh, oh. What is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Claus hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing here. Claus, she's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. Oh my god, please stop. Whomever. Oh, 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 oh. What is this game doing? Oh, hi. You're in front of my options. Hey, Claus. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. I'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ahaha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Claus, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Because she won't exist tomorrow. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Claus. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I Monika is fucking with me again. Oh! Good lord. This game! This game! Alright. Family. Embrace. Bliss. Sadness. Alone. Should I pick this? Should I? No. No, forget it. Dazzle. What? Why? This game, Monika wants me to click on this. No. I will resist my inner urge to click on the garbage string. Joy. Breathe. Oh, no. Jerk analysis, vitality. Sunny. Fireworks. Parfait. Eagle. Kitty. Hot. Cute. Smile. Sunset. Sing. Fun. Jump. Okay, nothing weird. Something popped up. Many eyes. I hate this. Many line breaks. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Yup, Monica. Monica really wants to be with me, it seems. Well... Gotten a little more comfortable here. Good lord, Claus, do you not even notice the weird things happening? It probably doesn't happen to him directly, it happens to me. I need to start differentiating between me and Claus, and the game, and Monica, and reality, and Monica. Ah! This game operates on multiple layers. Welcome back, Claus. Ah, hi, Yuri. It's metafiction! That's the term for it. Metafiction, isn't it? It's metafictional. Is that the term? Like, the game is aware that it's fiction. To some degree. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me into the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was the first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be that person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Claus, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? You do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. She's nice when she's not being an asshole, I guess. Natsuki, I mean. I don't hate you. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not!
What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Sounds cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Claus. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the old club, or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Claus? Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club! Ah, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave the book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Ah! Don't like it when the game does that. I really don't. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cause? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Isn't just that kind of story... It's just the kind of story... It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I think the black text is Monica interfering somehow. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredible something. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. Oh, spooky. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I have put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the something. I was just bathing in something, in the feeling of something. I didn't get to read that.
I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, aren't Japanese books the other way around? I think they should be, but I don't know for sure. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she is in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
It's probably the least I can do.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Eh?
Wow, this expression. Yuri, you're scaring me.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry.
I thought you meant something else about her. Something else?
Never mind.
We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Yeah?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Claus? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so. If she says so, it is something alarming.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Should we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we could start it without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Hi again, Claus. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright, great job, Claus. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's metaphorical. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. My previous second poem was also metaphorical. Amazing. Oh, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing. I impressed Yuri. I swear I went to Natsuki. I went for Natsuki, so... Oh well.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, and it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she might end up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now?
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me.
Flashing, expanding, pace in red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise.
Delete her.
Load me, delete her. Playing a knife on a breathing rib cage.
Waste. So what do you play? I play the piano, and you? I play the trumpet. You? Saxophone. And you? I like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. I wonder what sort of noise that makes. I guess we're going to find out soon. Good lord, delete her. Last time it was load me. Load me. Delete her. Delete whom? Yuri? Oh, forget it. Where's the... Stop doing this! Look, if you want to be with me, just say it to my face. Stop having me go through this psychological torture.
I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway,
here's Monica's writing. She didn't even ask me for my opinion. I guess I don't really have an opinion on that. Find yourself facing a difficult decision. Save your game. You never know when Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me I can hear you. Anything. Good lord. This game!
I've been waiting for this.
Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath.
I like just holding it.
Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good.
It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure.
That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. The music is gone. And this is prose. This isn't a poem, this is prose. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A something. Harness. A torn harness? Really? Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead. Breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. This is not a poem, this is scary prose. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Wait, so I had to take it out on your pen? My pen? What? Oh, thought there wasn't air in the game. A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can't we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Please, why does everyone in this game have mental issues? It's like I want to help them because they all make me feel so bad for stuff. It's not terrible. Pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not I care who you spend your time with. After all, I always taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Bible. I see Bible. Is this a word search? I see doll. No, that's doll. The other thing is from the H next to it. Claws. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Claus, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Good lord, this is scary. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Whoa, 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 oh, what in the name of sanity was that? Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill him. I left a memento of the occasion below. It's not a poem. This thing is on poems? What even is this? It's just scribbles. What? Festival, sorta. Ah, good lord! La la la. Last minute preparations somewhere. We're going to keep it simple. Okay, look. I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Claus joined, and we've started lively. Did you just see what happened to Natsuki? That was not lively. This isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Claus? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Claus to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Claus joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Claus isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Claus want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I probably would be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why do they think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against new members or anything. Claus, why did you even join this club? Because you forced me to. What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at the desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind! Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all! I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with a club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. If anything, she's taking things away from me. No, Claus. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time. Things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up the things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Ooh, who cares about that obnoxious brat? Ooh. Game! Monica! Wow! Good lord. Ooh. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. What? Game! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Claus? What do you want to get out of this club? He repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities. Her eye is, in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Yeah? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Claus? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Claus before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Yeah. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Claus, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. Oh. And I really care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to seem something weird. There are just some things that I've been hoping to talk with about you with. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet, no! No, stop it! Okay. So that's what this is. It really is a metafictional game. Wherein Monica is trying to communicate with me and the rest, like the other characters, are just obstacles in her way. But I don't see it that way. Like, I don't know if I've actually said this here, but I really, start to enter the fictional world with stories like these, or stories in general. This is more like a book than anything, so it's like I'm reading a book with this visual novel. And the thing is that the boundary between fiction and reality becomes really blurry for me, so that's probably why I've had such an emotional, mental breakdown during the last episode. And not with Sayori dying. Good lord, I'm starting to forget her already. Oh, I feel so bad for Sayori. I'm going to feel bad for the other. I'm going to feel bad for even Natsuki now. Sheesh. With that being said, Monica isn't any more real than Sayori was, than Sayori is, than Natsuki is, and than Yuri is. So, no matter how this game was intended and how Monica is trying to communicate with me, I feel the exact same way about her as a character in general as I feel about the other characters. So this game kind of gets me in a really weird sense. I know there's people who are able to keep reality and fiction entirely separate, but I'm not one of them. I really jump into the fictional world with with such stories, and the characters become all they all kind of become important to me in a way, even the ones I hate, even Natsuki. And with that said, I think I'll quit this part here because this is just history. Oh. I'm so stupid, I could have used that to look at the dubious message that I missed. Either way, I've already saved, haven't I? I have saved. So with that said, I think I'm going to quit this part here. Sorry if nothing really exciting happened. But I think with each character being erased and getting a little closer to the conclusion of this game, I have a really, really bad feeling about it. A really, really, really bad